Hello, I'm Dr. Denita Hedgeman, your waiting doctor, Dr. D with Moments on Waiting. Today, we're going to study my workbook, While I Wait, Lesson 4, Chapter 3, entitled The Waiting Process. Do you know what you were created to do that is so uniquely different from anyone else? Do you know what your purpose is? My purpose is training, developing, motivating, and exposing people to things they did not know. All of my gifts and talents fall up under that one purpose umbrella. Some of my talents include authorship, speaking, performing arts, choreography, event planning, and education, as well as career, professional, ministry, and youth development. Some of my talents fall up under a teaching mantle. And some of my sermons and books have how-to messages. In this chapter, I go into great detail to explain how to find your purpose. But before you can understand how to find your purpose, I would like to go over a couple of prerequisites with you on today. The first one is family line purpose. You might have some of the same giftings as your family members have, and it might seem like it is a theme. For instance, my mother, aunts, and grandmother were teachers. My mother was in music education and entertainment. Some of the people in her family line were ministers and bishops, as well as the young people were choreographers and in dance ministries. My father had businesses in various industries, and he was a musician as well. And in his family line, he had writers, entertainers, and legacy builders. Now, even though I don't teach in a formal classroom setting, I have a training and development business in several industries. Now, you might know what you want to do. Your parents might want you to do something or go into a certain field or work the family business, but all that doesn't matter unless it lines up with the perfect will of God. You don't want it to line up with the permissive will, only the perfect will. So I would like to share two scriptures with you. The first one is Proverbs 19:21. Many are the plans in the mind of a man, but it is the purpose of the Lord that will stand. And Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. Next, you need to apply all these things when you are looking for a spouse, or you're going to have dates, or even friends, because you want their purpose to line up with yours. And even if your purposes don't line up, you want to be able to support each other's purpose. I love to see when couples actually start a business or a ministry together. There's power in numbers. And if you're married, make sure that you create a mission statement, a vision statement, or a strategic plan for your marriage, because marriage is a ministry and a business. Next, in order to understand your purpose, you have to go through a process. So I'm going to give you some pointers. Number one, remember to learn from each assignment. An assignment is temporary, and it could be a job, a person, or a family member. It's only an assignment. Number two, stay on course. Stop looking to see what everyone else is doing. Just stay focused and stay in your lane. Number three, don't hate your wilderness period. It's just a period. Glean from it and move forward. Number four, embrace loss. There's a time to gain and a time to lose. Number five, develop patience. We all have to wait for everything. And I've stopped even asking God to give me more patience, because that brings forth a trial or a test. I just ask him for more fruits of the Spirit. Number six, depend on God. That's all he wants you to do, is to trust him. Cast all your cares upon the Lord. He's got your back. And number seven, have positive people help you to get through the stages prayerfully. I don't know what I would do without my prayer sisters or my Yaya sisters. And lastly, Before you can know your purpose, make sure that you know who you are and whose you are in Christ. Know what you like and what you don't like. Know your strengths and your weaknesses so that you won't compromise or settle on relationships and your dreams. Ask God in your quiet time to give you clarity about your purpose. In closing, I would love to share this wonderful quote with you, and it is by George Washington Carver. No individual has the right to come in the world and go out of it without leaving behind him distinct and legitimate reasons for having passed through it. What would you leave behind?